Hey guys, welcome back to Tradingofftilt. I'm Ryan. Today we're going to be going over dot, so I'll be showing you guys my Elliott wave count on dot, which is on the screen right now. So I'll just start off by introducing you guys to the count, which it starts with the primary wave 1. Well, it could actually be an intermediate wave 1, depending on how you count it, but I'm just going to leave it like this for now. So this is going to be a primary wave 1 here, wave 2 down here. We don't see what happened back here because all the history, you don't really see a lot of history beyond this point right here. Actually, if you go to other exchanges, for example, you can see a little bit more history like this. This just shows what dot was trading at right here before it was listed on the other exchanges, but that doesn't really help us out a whole lot. So let's go back to the Binance chart. So I just decided to put wave 1 back here, and then the wave 2 would have come in somewhere down here. And then this leads us to this intermediate wave 1, intermediate wave 2, upper intermediate wave 3, 4, 5. And then so let's move on to this section right here. If you guys want to zoom in, or if you guys want to pause the video to look at the subdivisions of this section, or really whatever I'm going over, you could feel free to do that if I skip over anything too quickly. But let's move on to this section. This section would be a 3-wave move for an A, B, C. I have it as a zigzag for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the A wave, 1, 2, 3 for the B wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the C wave. And then this section right here is also another 3-wave move for an A, B, C, where I'd have it labeled as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more so you guys could see what I'm looking at. So I have it labeled as a 1, 2. This would be a very small 1, 2, but that's what I would have it labeled as. And then the 3, 4, 5 for the A wave, and then it would be some sort of expanded flat, or actually rather a running flat. So this would be an A, B, C. This will lead us into the C wave for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete the C wave. And then we're currently in an intermediate C wave. So this was intermediate A, intermediate B up here, intermediate C. So if we go back out to the daily chart, we can see we've made a 3-wave move down for the A wave and a three-wave move up for the B wave, which took out the top above this wave 3. When I first see this, I'm initially drawn to think that this is going to be a flat, that we're going to make a 5-wave move down here, like so. And then we're going to get the primary wave 5. Now, that could happen, but there's also other options we have to keep in mind. So another option we could keep in mind is that this is simply, instead of a flat, it's simply a big WXY, where this is all, this would be a zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Now, I know that is pretty rare. I don't know how often you do see that, but it is possible. So we could get something like this down here, up for a wave B, down for the wave C. So this would be an A, B, C. What we could also get is, which is probably more likely in my opinion, is a triangle, so a running triangle. So this would be A, B, C, D, E. So I'll show you guys real quick. So we don't know what the trend line is going to look like quite yet. We're just kind of guessing. But it may look something along the lines of this, where we get an A down here, up for a B. This would be a C, like so, D, E. Oh, oops, it would be something like, oops. Okay, you guys know what I mean. A, B, C, D, E. And we take out for that primary wave 5. That's another option we could get. Let's go ahead and zoom into this section just to kind of show you guys a little bit more of what I'm looking at in the lower time frames. So I have this all labeled as an impulse wave. So it starts with the minute wave 1 up here, after the minute wave 2. Then it would come down for the minuet wave 1, 2, and so on. So you guys could just pause the video and look at subdivisions if you want. But I will mention this wave 1, 2 is pretty short, but it really happened to be the best way I could count it and fit in all these subdivisions. So anyways, it would be minute 1, 2, 3, 4, and then leading or an ending diagonal for the wave 5. So this would be a finished impulse wave right here at the end of this wave 5. And this would lead us into this correction right here, which gives us a 3-wave move up. So this could have been a good indicator that we haven't yet bottomed upon this rejection up here. So once we got this 3-wave move up here, of course you could argue, you could always squeeze into 5 waves, but this looks much more like a 3-wave move. So it could have been a good warning sign that, especially upon coming back to test these levels, that we're going to go lower. So that's what we did, and like I mentioned, it's a 3-wave move up, 3-wave move down, and technically you can squeeze in a 5 waves here as well if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it looks more like a 3-wave move to me. And then that leads us to the current price action, which you could also make a 5-wave move out of this, but it also doesn't look that great. So if you were to make a 5-wave move out of this, you'd have to say this would be a wave 1 down here, 2, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for this wave 3, 4, and this would all be an ending diagonal. So let's see if I have that on the chart. Yep, I do. So it looks something like this. So if this is a wave 1, or this is the first A wave of a zigzag, then we could expect price. We may have already, yep. So the lower target would have been this golden pocket right here. It would have really been anywhere between this 0.382 and this 0.618, or this golden pocket in the case of a zigzag. In the case of a wave 2, it could have come all the way down to this low, but the technical price target for wave 2 is usually around the 0.618, which we came into. So now we have to kind of wait and see what happens in this part right here. Of course, like I mentioned, on the higher time frame, I still am favoring a little bit lower based on the wave counts that I showed you guys. But on the lower time frame, we could come back up to these highs, or we could come higher. So let's assume that this is all a flat count right now, like I mentioned to you guys at first. So let's assume this is all a wave 1 down here, and this is all a wave 2. Well, the technical price target, like I mentioned to you guys, for wave 2 would be the 0.618, or the golden pocket. Now, it doesn't always get up there, but that would be a good price target to look for, generally speaking, if you're not really paying attention to Elliott waves or anything else. Now, this golden pocket does line up with this monthly level right here. So this is going to be a very, very strong level if we happen to make our way up there in some sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zigzag kind of move. Now like I mentioned, that's going to be a very strong level to the upside. Before that, we have this weekly level right here that we could be looking to short if we make our way up there weekly. So if we come up here on week volume, and if we come up here on weak volume and we're forming a 5-wave structure into this weekly level, that could be a good signal to short. But overall, we could also be looking at this 1-to-1 of this move. So let's assume we bottomed out here at this weekly level. Then let's take a Fibonacci extension tool and compare, or click the bottom of this wick right here to the top of the wick and compare it to this low right here. So the 1-to-1 would be coming in around about 30.3. Now, a local Fibonacci retracement would be, for the golden pocket, would be a little bit above these highs, around $29 roughly. So those are 2 Fibonacci targets we could be looking out for to the upside. But overall, me personally, I'm not trading this asset as much right now. I would, if it does get up to this monthly level, I will observe how it gets up there, and the Elliott wave structure that it's making as it gets up there, like I mentioned. Especially if it gets up to this monthly level, I will be looking to short, because I am expecting lower. So if this is a wave 1 and a wave 2, I'll be looking to short before that wave 3. And especially, or if this is a wave A and a wave B, I'll be looking to short the top of the wave B. So that's basically my take on DOT right now in terms of Elliott waves and how I'm looking at it. Let's also, before I let you guys go, I'm gonna take a volume profile of this section right here. So we have a volume node. If you guys want to jot these down, you can. We have a volume node on DOT in this order block right here around 35.7 or 35.6. So that could be one target to be looking out for. Another one would be up here in this order block around $40. So those are two volume nodes you could be paying attention to before we make our way up here to this monthly level, if we happen to. So yeah, guys, like I mentioned, that's kind of my take on DOT as of now. I am just kind of waiting to see what happens, but I am overall on the higher time frame expecting lower to get at least an A, B, C, or for this to be a wave 1, upper wave 2, and then we're gonna obviously come much lower for the wave 3 and the wave 4 and the wave 5. So that would look something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And okay, yeah, I probably wouldn't expect it to come that low. I would probably say my limit would be around this weekly level right here, maybe a little bit lower. But of course, we cannot take out the top of this wave 1 right here around $6.80. But yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys go, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what other altcoins you want to see me cover in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, take care. Bye.